People's Party. Alexander, you have the floor.
Merci beaucoup. Je voudrais
Thank you very much. First and foremost, allow me to address Boris Chilevich. You've listened to some very fine words indeed from the leader of the Socialists already, and I would like to say this also on behalf of the EPP. We may not always be in agreement, but nevertheless, the work you have done for us is remarkable, and therefore I wish you all the best. Congratulations, Boris. The fourth summit. On that subject, all I wish to say is one thing, really. Many of us are concerned. Many of us are seriously worried about two things, as I see it. First of all, are we really going to have an impact here? An impact on our organisation? Is something going to emerge from this summit that will really shake up both the organisation and its member states? Or alternatively, is it going to be a damp squib? Secondly, and I know that a lot of colleagues have expressed this sentiment already, namely the fact that we have had a lack of participation. In other words, our assembly has not been so present. Other concern. Let us say a few words about what's happened today, this very day, the attack by the Russian Federation on civilians. Civilians, energy centres, plants, attacks on buildings, residential buildings. What this demonstrates quite clearly is, that all the Chamberlains of our era got it completely wrong. Completely wrong. They thought that we could appease Russia, that we could appease their appetite, if you like. We, I think, need to move forward. We have a report on the creation of an international tribunal to make sure that those who have ordered these attacks are brought to justice. We should follow that. Now, you may ask yourself, is Russia in fact becoming a terrorist country? At the same time, of course, there is something else we must not lose sight of, namely the threats that are currently hovering over the Caucasus. There are two nations that are rising up against each other. We need to send out a strong message in that regard. We need to make it crystal clear that we will not stand for this situation. Everyone, the whole world, is watching Ukraine, the war in Ukraine. The opportunity should not be used in order to then attack other countries. And we too need to send out a very clear signal to Turkey, which is issuing threats, and doing so at a very delicate moment in time, where actually what we should be doing is exercising the utmost caution when it comes to threatening our neighbours. Thank you. Thank you very much, Alexander.
Mr. Ian Littlegranger on behalf of the European Conservatives. Ian, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I think this is an interesting